you're right. The different religions really, it'll be tough on them.
Michael Post with Post Baker Funeral Home in Manassas says the coronavirus pandemic is affecting the way families say their final goodbyes to loved ones. Jurisdictions in the DMV went from having loose guidelines on mass gatherings to now enforcing people to stay at home. And while it's not immediately clear how the stay-at-home orders might affect families attending funerals, restrictions that were already in place affected religious traditions and rituals.
Maybe the Sikh religion or the Hindu religion or the Buddhist religion, where, for instance, cremation or the cremation process is actually part of their funeral service.
Post says loved ones of those religions may be involved in washing and dressing the body before cremation. It's a tradition that for some groups is important to be heavily involved in the process.
For those folks, it has a tremendous effect.
And for Catholics, Post says it is customary to have what is called a Mass of Christian burial. That's where there would be a vigil, a celebration of life, prayers, and a burial immediately after the service.
A Mass of Christian burial obviously is held in churches. Well, if the churches are not holding masses, that is tough for families because that is their religious right and belief to have that mass.
In the Jewish faith, traditions can range depending on the sect or group that a family belongs to.
You have the Reform sect, you have a conservative sect, you have a Orthodox sect, and then what I would call maybe an ultra-Orthodox. They may have the Kaver Kadisha that come in and wash and shroud, and then they sit Shiva, where somebody would come to the funeral home and sit all night. The challenge is now is that, the funeral homes may not want that to happen. There are places that can help you if you're turned away.
Options that are not always easy to deal with at a time like this. Michael Quander, WUSA 9.